looking mad right now. You know, everybody's getting on him right now because you don't talk to the apostles like that. You know.
And we're not defending Apostle Tahar because he's Apostle Tahar. We're defending the scriptures.
The doctrine.
Yeah.
You know.
It just so happens that Apostle Tahar is the one on the other side of the scope. He's the one getting targeted. And it just so happens that you're doing the targeting. Had it been anyone else, because you don't both have to.
Yeah.
But if you don't have testosterone, you got skinny ass arms, little tiny chest, and a big old pot belly. Because why? You're still sucking.
Yeah. And it says the development of the bones and muscles, the deepening of the voice, hair growth, and other factors related to appearance.
Okay, so right there, do you think the Apostle Tahar looks like he can't teach?
Yeah, so you gotta be stupid if you want to go and get what's called a vasectomy. You know,
That's what makes me the fucking maddest.
you want to go and cut your testosterone flow off.
You know what that's like? That's like you think Russia is gonna let the Ukraine stop the fucking gas from flowing through their pipeline? Because the Ukraine has to fucking is in the middle, right? Russia's providing gas to Europe. You think Russia's gonna be like, cut this line? I'm okay with it. You're gonna be like, fuck you, I'm gonna get you. Oh. You think Russians have testosterone? You think those Edomites have testosterone? Yes, they do. They're shooting off fucking missiles over here, trying to bang the British Empire and try to get the United States involved in that shit. And guess what? Those two fucking entities are lying. They're saying, no, they didn't shoot no missiles. No, they didn't cross no lines. They're fucking filled with testosterone and they want to kill you.
Yeah.
That's a little side piece, but we're talking about, you know, what happens when you don't have testosterone.
Yeah. So read that again, Bob. It's 23:1.
This is Deuteronomy 23:1. He that is wounded in the stones, or hath his privy member cut off, shall not enter into the congregation of Yahweh.
So you don't wound your private parts. You know, you don't mess with that. You know, because people go out and get what's called a vasectomy. A vasectomy blocks or cuts each vas deferens tube, keeping sperm out of your semen. Starting about 3 months after a vasectomy, your semen won't contain any sperm, so it can't cause pregnancy. So you don't have no sperm. You don't have no testosterone flowing in you.
What happens if you can't get a girl pregnant? You're a worthless man.
The scriptures say, "Be fruitful and multiply." You know.
So if man, and you have men out there that get a vasectomy because their bitch tells them.
My brother got a vasectomy. I barely found out.
But they're divorced, right?
They're still together.
They're together, but what's the big fucking deal? But you already know what happens in that family, right? We're not gonna talk about Gabe like that. There's no need to. But he's not, you know, he did that because he's a woman. My woman asked me to get a vasectomy. I said, bitch, you better tie those fucking tubes because I told her like this, because I might still want to have another baby.
That's why the men wear pants. Women are not to wear pants. You know?
And that's how it is in my household. It's a constant fight because the woman has estrogen and the man has testosterone, and I just don't want to hear fucking bullshit.
The women not supposed to say anything to the man like, "Hey, don't get like that with me." You know? Hell no. You know?
That's right.
The man's supposed to say that to the woman. The woman's supposed to, okay.
Man. That's terrible. You know why? Because it makes me think real hard about this. If we're gonna have 7 women in that day, and those 7 women have to have their men killed, and those 7 men probably have vasectomies, probably effeminate. So we know for sure
So
who's gonna be dying first.
If we're gonna get 7 women, that means we're gonna have a lot of testosterone, right? Shit.
And I know he's taking herbal supplements to support that part of his system, the testosterone building. I am too.
That's right.
Man, do you know how hard it is to control myself at work? These women are so gorgeous, but I know they have men, so I don't even try it.
Yeah, because they got herbs for that too, you know.
But guess what? All those women are contentious too. And they all say stuff like, they're gonna get their men to get a vasectomy because they don't want to get pregnant anymore. And they all say like it's his fault.
Yep. It's all the man's fault, you know. You want to go? You got anything?
No.
Go to Leviticus 21 and 17. Because we can't.
21 what?
Leviticus 21 and 17.
This is Leviticus 21 and 17. Speak unto Aaron, saying, whosoever he be of thy seed in their generations that hath any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of his power.
So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is speaking to Aaron, and he's telling Aaron to speak to these people, the Israelites, and he's telling them to tell the Israelites. Read it again.
22 and what was it?
21
Oh,
and 17.
21 and 17. Speak unto Aaron, saying, whosoever he be of thy seed in their generations that hath any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of his God.
So any of these Israelites who has a blemish that wants to offer bread, you know, meaning who wants to teach, you know, who wants to offer the truth, we can't have any blemishes, you know, we can't have like anything wrong with us.
You can't have one ball.
You know,
You gotta have two balls. Now I have a scar on my balls. I have a scar on my balls, but guess what? That's hardly a blemish.
They still work.
That's a badge of honor. Because I could take that shit. Man.
So a blemish is anything wrong with you.
So a blemish, let's talk about blemishes. So there's in the chicken game, you have a rooster. It looks perfect. The toes are spread even like this. He's looking great. His legs are scaly. But let's say he's got toes like this. Nah, that's a blemish.
Yeah.
Or one wing is shorter than the other. No, that's a blemish.
Yeah.
Or one eye is blind. That's a blemish. But what if that man got stabbed in his eye? That's not a blemish.
Yeah.
That's something that he earned.
Yeah, because if you come into the truth, you shouldn't have any blemishes, because we learn about how to take away our blemishes. You know?
Oh, man.
We learned about how to take away our blemishes. Because when we first came into this truth, we were eating pork. We were defiling our temple, you know? But now, we got rid of all that waste. And now, you know, we're less of a risk to have cancer or whatever.
So this is Proverbs 8 and 6. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things.
So practice what you preach. You know, you got to be able to, whatever you say, you got to be able to do it.
So already the gorilla is fucked up
Man,
just by looking at him.
he's out of order. You know, he's got the scriptures out of order.
Talking that gangster shit.
He looks like a gangster, you know.
Straight up.
You could tell by his spirit, just by looking at his face.
So he's incorrigible. That means he can't be taught, he can't be reproved. That's a blemish. That's a blemish of the mind. He's incorrigible. He thinks he's always fucking right.
read that one quick. 17.
Leviticus 21 and 17. Speak unto Aaron, saying, whosoever he be of thy seed in their generations, that hath any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of his power.
Right, so we don't want anyone coming to teach the truth who's a homosexual, you know? You can't have no homosexuals in the truth.
Oh shit.
You know?
What happened in the Catholic Church? What happened? That's why you can't have that shit. And I was watching some videos on my Instagram of these children getting baptized. They get treated violently. And this one priest, homosexual, slapped the fuck out of the baby that was crying, and the baby just wanted to get away from that dude. So he was like, he held his face like this and turned it like this, and then, and you could see the bitch ass father behind getting all serious. But that's your fucking fault. That's your fault. Because what? You trusted the woman. The woman said, we're gonna baptize this kid in the name of sweet Jesus. I don't give a shit what you say. You better get a vasectomy, or I'm gonna fucking take you to court, you fucking bitch. Like that, that's probably what goes on in those conversations.
Yeah, because if a man has a blemish, he can't teach the scriptures right. You know? Because get that next scripture.
Leviticus 17 and 8 or 21.
21, 18.
Leviticus 21 and 18. For whatsoever man he be that hath a blemish, he shall not approach. A blind man, or a lame, or he that hath a flat nose, or anything superfluous. Now you can't even have a flat fucking nose. For whatsoever man he be that hath a blemish, whatever man is that has a blemish, he shall not approach. You can't come up. A blind man, or a lame, or he that hath a flat nose, or anything superfluous.
You can't even be blind, you know, and you can't be deformed or disfigured.
Shit.
Like your nose, like Michael Jackson, he got his nose disfigured.
So if you paint your toenails, can you come up and teach? Hell no.
That's the quality of a woman, you know.
So let's say,
Appearance.
you know how this water is treated with chemicals, and when we take showers with those chemicals, it hurts our bodies, right? So what if we use good soap with oils and nutrients? Does that mean that we're effeminate? That means we're taking care of our bodies, right?
Just like on, that reminds me of Coming to America.
Yeah.
Remember when he was taking a bath or whatever? Oh no, hold on. Somebody touched his hair, and he said, "What you got in there?" And he said,
Oils, papaya.
"Yeah." He said, "Just fruits and berries or something like that." You know? He said, "What you got in there?" Something, I don't forgot what he said.
But it was his hair was healthy.
Yeah, it was like, you know, stiff, like woolly. You
The
know?
water would beat off it, right?
You get the next one.
Or a man that is broken-footed or broken-handed. Damn, let me get the next one. Or crook-backed, or a dwarf, or that hath a blemish in his eye, or be scurvy, or scab, or hath his stones broken. Now, having your stones broken means you can't have kids, you can't reproduce. My stones ain't broken. I have both types of children, a male and a female. My balls work 100%, okay, paisan?
Right. And it's beautiful to have that feeling, you know, because we natural.
Man, but check this out. You can't have a crooked back. Some babies are born with crooked backs.
Can't be all slouched over. That's because you probably don't work out, you know. You're freaking sitting down all day, you know.
Eating Cheetos,
You gotta stand up sometimes to stretch out your body.
looking at fucking swimsuit issues. So you have to fix yourself, right? So let's say you do have a crooked back I'm gonna read from 18. Now let me start at 17 and just keep going. Leviticus 21, starting at 17, spake unto Aaron, saying, whosoever he be of thy seed in their generations that hath any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of his God. For whatsoever man he be that hath a blemish, he shall not approach. A blind man, or a lame, or he that hath a flat nose, or anything superfluous, or a man that is broken-footed, or broken-handed, or crook-backed, or a dwarf that hath a blemish in his eye, or be scurry, or scabbed, or hath his stones broken.
If I could say this too, a hunchback, that's representing a slothful worker. We don't want no slothful workers, you know, because a hunchback, that's what he is, because he's all, you know, tired. You know?
Like he can't do the same amount of work as a 100% man. Like there's fucking buckets with water, and he can't pick those things up. You can't walk up a hill with 2 fucking buckets of water full.
And your back is what supports your kidneys. You know, how you gonna be slouched over all the time? You got no back support.
And then they say if you're afraid to make a choice or commitment, they say you don't have a backbone.
Yeah.
You're spineless.
That's right, spineless.
Or the worst one is when a woman tells you gotta grow a backbone. You better grow a backbone.
The backbone is the most important. It's what supports, you know, our whole body.
And I just want to say this: I had a full body MRI when I was younger, and my backbone is thicker than regular. So I have a fucking strong back. You better not tell me nothing. Because Ishakar is what? Is a hard-working man.
Yep.
We are compared unto donkeys, which are hard-working beasts.
And pretty soon the brother Madakab should be coming out here, you know, because he's been working hard, trying to get organized with his job situation, you know.
That's discipline. That takes discipline. Because your
Takes
job
patience.
will fuck you up.
But yeah, hey, he dealt with the patience, and you know, Yahweh Shai, this could be a blessing for you.
And you know what? It's okay to take your time like that. You don't have to jump into the camp. I always say this in the martial art that I grew up in. Before, in the ancient times, if you wanted to learn that martial art, you had to come to the temple door and wait for the monk to come out and give you instructions. So you could have been waiting for 2 days, 3 days. 3 days was the thing that I heard. Without food or water. 3 days at the gate. And then the priest will come out and tell you, you know, if you're a man that has killed anybody that, you know, you're here for revenge, get out. Or they'll tell you if you're effeminate, if you're this or that, get out.
Yeah.
They'll tell you if you have a broken this, a broken that, get out. But if you don't, and you still want to stay, I want you on your knees. And then you get on your fucking knees like this, and then that's another 3 fucking days without food or water. And then they'll see the people that are leaving. So it starts like this: 100 people go, all on their knees, 3 days pass by, 50 people are left. 3 more days pass by, 25 people are left. And then those 25 that made it, that really suffered for that truth, they're gonna go into the temple and get trained.
Right, so the brother Madakab, he's on the right path because at least he's doing the right thing. At least he's putting up videos.
Oh shit, that's
you know,
it.
to keep it going, you know.
That's his obedience. That's his safety net. That's his safety net. Those videos.
Yep, that's right.
And I haven't talked to the brother I not, but last time I heard from him, he had a brain cancer, brain tumor. That's a blemish.
Yep. And I didn't say it, but Madakab had a blemish too. He said he had like a bump, but the bump went away.
Ha.
You know.
Hey, it has to be like that, man, because we fucking told you. make those motherfucking videos.
That's right.
And and you didn't like when I said that, but it's had to be said because that's the answer.
Because you don't ask the Lord for it first. You do for him first, and then he gives it to you. You know.
And I always feel like a fool when I see a brand new chick, and then I ask for her. I guess I'm still gonna get her in the kingdom, but I want her so fucking bad right then and there that I just get foolish. See, that's a real man. You're like, damn. But you're calm and you know that those neurotoxins are the ones making you act crazy. So you gotta put those things in a bag. And guess what? Through the Spirit, she will talk to you. She'll laugh with you. You'll be good friends. But because that's how slow you gotta go.
Yeah. That's right.
Because like we said, those effeminate men are gonna end up dying.
Read 20 again, man.
Leviticus 21 and 20. Or crook-backed, or a dwarf, or that hath a blemish in his eye, or be scurried, or scabbed, or hath his stone broken.
So it said a dwarf. So that means a midget. So if a midget came up here and wanted to teach the scriptures, we can't let him because what he has is called a blemish. But it's a curse. It's a curse from the Most High, right?
Yeah, it is. So, really, we would have to be like, man, he wants to be part of the truth. The scriptures say totally this, but he's fucking still trying. Let's say that dwarf comes up here and he's like, man, you know what? And he's pestered. He's bothering us. He comes every fucking week. He's bothering us. And guess what? He deserves to be in it. Even though he has that blemish. Because guess what? I'm colorblind. But not to the point where I can't see green or that. I was colorblind to the point where Esau's test for his fucking night vision guns, I failed at. That's it. I could, if I concentrate hard enough, I could be like, okay, I can separate the colors. But I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because it's spiritual too, meaning blind to the truth, you know?
Or blind, yeah, blind to the facts. Like
you could be blind, your eyes, but you could still hear about the truth.
So let's say a man is blind in his eyes, and his woman tells him to get a vasectomy. He does. That man is blind.
Yeah.
But let's say a man is blind in his eyes. You see that pretty white girl? Oh my God. Woo! You see how the heart works? How the brain works? That's because I got testosterone. That's the first thing I noticed, and guess what? I saw her looking at me.
Yeah, because testosterone also gives you, like judgment. You know.
Right.
It makes you more spiritual because you discern. It's like you discern what's happening. Like you can see the spiritual sense of things.
Yeah, like that lady that walked across the street. She was on this. She saw what the Spirit told her to see. Don't cross the path. And that wicked Edomite that was smoking a cigarette that walked by earlier. He's just a pig. He had to be shown too. But you have to have testosterone in order to testify. To give testimony.
So all of this, it ties in what's called the LGBTQ. And I'm gonna get the definition real quick. It's even longer than that.
So
because they keep adding it on. You can do whatever you want.
So this is Isaiah 6:10 before he gets that. Make the heart of this people fat, make their ears heavy, shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed.
You better open up the Bible and listen to what it's telling you about the pride, about the pride
and everything that goes with it.
LGBTQIP bisexual, transgender, prostitute, queer, intersex, pansexual, two-spirit. Oh my God. You could have two spirits if you want, you know?
But you can't have two wives.
And asexual, whatever that's.
Asexual is when they don't have sex with nothing.
Yeah. So that's the LGBT. That's what pride. That's what they call the pride. That's what they call the rainbow. But let's see what the Bible says about the rainbow. I set my bow in the cloud.
That's a good one too. Because what does that tell you about these people that change shit that are feminine? They change the story. They change everything.
And add on to the scriptures.
Like the rainbow is not for homosexuals.
That's right. The rainbow is not for Pride Month, you know.
But what the rainbow really is laser. Right?
The rainbow's destruction. Genesis 9 and 13.
This is Genesis 9 and 13. Genesis 9 and 13. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth.
So Yahweh Shem Yahushua was the one that put the rainbow in the sky. But he didn't do it for nothing. He did it so that he could tell you something. He's good. He could tell you that, hey, this is a promise.
Yes, let me continue.
Okay.
Genesis 9 and 14. And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud.
And we see rainbows all the time. There's even there's not only half rainbows, but there's full rainbows. You know, a full circle rainbow.
Big rainbows.
Yep.
15. And I will remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh.
So he's telling you, I'm putting that rainbow to tell you that I'm making a promise between me, Yahweh Shai, and the Israelites, and telling you that I'm not going to destroy you by water anymore, but by...
And then verse 16. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between Yahweh and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And Yahweh said unto Noah, this is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all the flesh that is upon the earth.
Right, so when you put that rainbow, it wasn't only a sign of that he's not going to destroy us, but it's a sign that he is going to destroy us, but not by water, but by fire.
Because lights are fire. Now you can have something called a glowing, but that's still a kind of fire because it goes back to luminescence or Luciferi something.
Yeah, because the first death was what? Water. The second death, fire. So we pray that all you LGBTQ ABCDs be destroyed. You know. I think that's all I got on that.
Well, that's pretty good. No, well this is gonna happen like that.
Because you know that man Alazar from Zachari, man, he really vexed everybody's spirit, you know.
Oh man, and you know what? I'm just gonna go out here and say that he vexed everybody's spirit. Yahweh made him say it, but Yahweh got mad and made that earthquake happen. Because he said it right about that same fucking
It was
time.
that same day, I think.
Damn, what a fucking idiot. You fucking moron.
That same day.
Well, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do.
See, because all the brothers getting together made that earthquake, you know.
We all got mad at the same time. For the same reason.
All the power coming together.
So, man, can you imagine when Yahweh Shai comes back? He's gonna come for you, dude. He's gonna come straight for you.
Well, something's gonna happen to you soon. You know.
So let me get something in Matthew 27. This is Matthew 27 and 8. Or let me start at, oh, this is going to be a good one. 5. And he cast down the pieces of silver in the temple and departed and went and hanged himself. So that's what you should do. You straight up, I know you took a payment. Who the fuck would say something like that?
Oh, too, I seen on the comment board a brother said that guy Alazar is getting paid monthly.
Oh shit, that's it then.
See?
That's it then.
Getting paid monthly.
And the chief priests took the silver pieces, and said it is not lawful for to put them into the treasury, because it is the price of blood.
Hey, that's it. That's why he wants to be a priest, because he wants that money. You know? Man.
It's so easy to fuck people up with the scripture. You know?
So, hey, we hope that's edifying. We want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone camp, for teaching us the truth of the Bible. Peace and blessing to the whole collect scattered around the world. Shalom.
And if you apostles ever need anything, just ask.
Comment.
Yes, sir. Shalom.